Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another episode of The Hope in Between with Major and my good sister, Eunice Elliott. Listen, I am so grateful for all of our listeners, our loyal folks that are rocking with us as we figure this thing out along the way. The Hope Between is the hope in between is your midweek relief because one thing life is going to do is life. And I want us to understand that in the midst of it all, we can still hold on to this great, great phenomenon that is hope. But
Mm.
before we get into it, and after you click like and or subscribe, that's to our iHeart listeners that are probably rocking with us via iHeart podcast, or those that are on our page on youtube.com/ now that's major. Wherever you're tuned in, we want you to collectively do what we always do before we really get into it, and that's be present in it. We catch our breath on the count of three. Everyone, do it with me. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Now let it out. All right, one more. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Now let it out. All right, this time I want you to consider everything that's on your plate. Whew, I know that may be a lot for some. Everything that's pulling at you, everything that's requiring time from you, requiring attention and energy from you, be it good, be it bad. Because the duality is that life is full of all of it, the ups and the downs, the sideways and the rounds. Take a deep breath in, pull it all in. 1, 2, 3. Now let it out. That right there is surrender. It is the gift of our humanity that we can release this thing called life into the hands of the divine that will certainly sort it out and work it out, so long as we agree to catch our breath, find the pace of grace, and keep showing up. Beautiful people, it's the hope in between with Major and Eunice Elliott, and I want to know what my co-host and the producer of this show has been up to. Eunice, talk to me.
Not a damn thing.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
I've been chilling.
Just
I've been
been
chilling,
easy.
good and bad, right? I have been taking this as a restorative time. But
Mhm.
as a creative person, I do feel like I have not produced. And a lot of times we have this internal battle between resting and being conditioned to feel like if we're not producing, we're not worthy. And so I
Mm.
fight that almost every other day. I have a few weeks before our tour kicks back off. And so I am claiming these next few weeks as a time for rest, getting healthier, taking more walks, stretching more, drinking more water, not sugar binging, just all the things that keep a premenopausal girl like me going. What about you?
Oh my goodness. Listen, I definitely you kind of triggered something that is an area that I'm going to be working on and entering into as part of a challenge from my fellow fraternity brothers. And that's the sugar intake, the fitness challenge, just doing better by me so that I can
Mm,
enjoy a little bit more in life. I think the older that I'm getting, the more I'm starting to see that everything impacts and has a
yeah,
cause and effect. It's kind of
it's crazy.
disrespectful to
It's
see
crazy.
that,
It's crazy.
yeah, what we
Yeah.
eat impacts
Who
the way
knew?
we
Who
move.
knew what
Yeah,
you put in is what you get out? Who knew?
who knew? I
It's
uh
funny
I
because
am
you hear those things, right? And they mean something different when you start feeling it. Yeah.
that part. I am just realizing I got to do better. I really enjoy good food.
Same.
That's just what it is. And I travel a lot, so I get to taste the good food from all over.
Right.
Um, I had quite a really cool weekend. Oh my goodness.
I've heard. I can't wait
Yeah.
to hear about your cool weekend.
Yeah, I was busy for the most part. I did a an event this weekend for Inglewood, the city of Inglewood, where I was one of the headline performers for their community day. It was super cool, a lot of fun. I sang, and the people seemed to really enjoy it. Of course, that "Why I Love You" hit even harder. They had these fans that said, "I love Inglewood," and they're singing it as I'm singing "Why I Love You." And it was just so great. The councilwoman there was super special as well. I love the city of Inglewood. Shout out to D Smoke, one of Inglewood's own, that was there, and all the good people that helped to put that together. Um, then I caught a quick flight over to Vegas. Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
what was going on
Yeah.
in Vegas?
Yeah, so I had to go to Vegas primarily for a wedding of Alicia and Chris, two good people that I respect greatly. But I was able to get there a day before to participate as an audience member of the
Okay.
Cowboy Carter tour. And when I tell
Okay.
you,
Now wait, were you night one or night two?
night two, I was the
Oh, you were the
finale,
last show.
the
The last show.
finale show of the
Okay.
Cowboy Carter tour.
So I
Um,
have questions for you. I have
yeah,
questions for
yeah,
you.
do
I did
tell.
not make it to this particular tour. I went to Renaissance when I was out in LA. I did make it to Cowboy Carter. So I feel like I've seen the concert because so many people stream it and upload videos and you see these
Yeah.
little moments. I know she had a lot of surprise guests for this final show. But as a fellow artiste, I
Hmm.
just want to know the general before you get specific. What do you feel as an artist, as a singer, as a writer, as a performer when you are watching her perform? What's the feeling? What's the thought?
Wow.
Mm.
And it can be done.
Mhm.
Wow, and it can be done.
And what's it? What is that you start talking about?
The possibilities, the dreams, the visions, the concepts. Like I know that Beyonce has brainstormed and ideated. It didn't just come from oh, this is a template format of how you do a tour or how you do a show.
Mhm.
These were ideas that were ruminated over, that people took time to break down and to strategize and to figure out how to build out. And it showed that the dream can be realized.
Mhm.
Um, I have a bit of a personal connection to Beyonce's movement in that she is from Houston, Texas. I saw a great portion of her journey from Destiny's Child, who made a special appearance. And I
Yes.
felt that was coming. I just felt it in my shondo. Um, I saw the evolution of what hard work produces, and the power of committed excellence, what that yields. And it was unbelievable. I was wowed. I was inspired. I was encouraged. I was empowered.
Mm.
I can't say that I know every single Beyonce song, but I know enough to be able to hang. And I think
Mhm.
even if you don't know a Beyonce song, you would have experienced that and been like, "Whoa,
Right.
this is
I
this is
was
some
telling a
powerful
friend
stuff."
that recently. I said we were talking about Beyonce, and she said that Beyonce isn't necessarily her style of artist. She respects
Hmm.
Beyonce. She's proud of Beyonce, but And I said that's the thing about going to a Beyonce show is she's an entertainer. You will
Period.
be entertained. You don't have to know the songs. You don't have to have downloaded any albums. You don't have to have a favorite Beyonce song, but you will be utterly and completely entertained.
Entertained. She's
Yeah.
an entertainer. She is an
Yeah.
all around entertainer.
Mhm.
There is no corner, crevice that is left unaddressed.
Mhm.
Um,
She's thinking about the lighting. She's thinking about the graphics on the floor, the graphics on the screen, the in between, the transitions, the dancers' movements, the costumes, the band, all of the movement, so much stuff. And when you see the behind the scenes footage of her, that she's so involved in each thing and so meticulous of each moment. She doesn't let somebody just come and tell her, "Hey, this is what the show is going to be." She's like, "No, no, no. I know what I want it to be."
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. She even said at the end of her show, I've been working on this tour for many years. Guess what she also said? Before the Renaissance tour, she was
Mhm.
working on this Cowboy Carter tour. So
And it broke records, set records, broke records.
that part, that
And
part,
and keep in mind, this is the other thing about, and again, when I listen to I will say, when I heard Cowboy Carter when it came out, I listened to it a few times. Nothing really caught me like that song that I'm gonna keep singing.
right,
Seeing the visualization of a lot of these songs made me go back and re-listen and say, "Oh, okay, yes, I love that." But it was like seeing the embodiment of the song, seeing her sing it, singing the dancers move to it. It's like, "Oh, this is my jam now."
right,
But
right.
it's interesting that if you say Cowboy Carter and this was a country music tour, quote unquote, or whatever, is she set and broke records of a party she was not invited to.
That's right. That's right. But wildly of a blueprint of a concept that inspired the very party she wasn't invited to.
Right.
Like
Right.
because and she tells his story where like you're seeing the days of old where you have the originators of the sound that is country, and
Mhm.
and they are brown faces,
Mhm.
black folk, you know, and it was just beautiful, the storytelling, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful. I actually felt vindicated because
Mhm.
I am very much um like a Beyonce when it comes to all of the pieces matter, from the
Mhm.
audience to the performer to the producers to every aspect, it matters. And while I am not yet privileged to have the resources to do it on the scale of a Beyonce, I absolutely got it. I
Mhm.
absolutely understood it. I absolutely know when something was a little off, how she, that was not what she planned, or that
Mhm.
like, and but the fact that she showed up in excellence anyway, like
Right.
it was just, man, man,
And the
Michael
other
Jackson,
thing that,
Bruno
yeah, I was gonna
Mars.
say, you see someone who works hard, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, they think of the audience's experience. You can tell they respect the audience's time and money that was spent to come to this. You know,
Right,
there's a lot of social media clips that will go on from various artists that they like, they mad to be there. Like
right,
you're like,
yeah.
y'all sing it or whatever. And that's the thing that I think Beyonce exudes joy. You know, it's meticulous. You know, everything's coordinated, everything's rehearsed, but also she has these moments where she allows you to see her taking it in and laughing or giggling or react or reading the people's names on the signs. She knows how to curate this moment to make everyone feel like, whew, I'm glad I took my time and
I
my money to do
saw
that.
husbands,
Yep.
fellow husbands. Now we do know that Beyonce, you know, inspires a gay community, a female heavy community, but straight men were like, it felt so dope because like, you know, you see all of the folks coming to this space, and the fact that this woman had everybody up, grown men, not the expected Renaissance community.
Hmm.
And it's not, that's not a knock to them. I'm just saying an entertainer will entertain all people, the
Right.
greatest of them.
I
And
saw I saw a
that's
black
what she
man
did.
on TikTok speaking to that. He was saying he was at a Beyonce concert. He was at a Cowboy Carter concert. He stepped outside. He recorded this video. He's like, "Look, I'm at this Beyonce concert with my girl. I'm not a Beyonce person. I'm Jay-Z, so I'm with Beyonce through marriage." He said, "I have never seen anything like this before in my
Exactly.
life." He's like,
Exactly.
I didn't come here as a Beyonce person, and this, he says, she's insane. This is
Yeah.
crazy that this is what she is doing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
It was the Michael Jackson experience of our time. I
Mm-hmm.
only saw videos of Michael, and this is what Beyonce was very, very, very close to bringing that type of
Mm-hmm.
energy. I've seen Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is an incredible, sensational performer as well, in my
Mm-hmm.
book. He's one of the best to do it out right now. I
Right.
haven't seen Chris Brown live, but Chris Brown is that type of entertainer. Um, and also I think Usher is that. I've seen other artists do it, but I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you, nobody's doing it like our girl B. And like I said, I don't know every single song of hers. There was a lot of songs that I didn't know words to, and
Mm-hmm.
I would sit down but just take it in because I'm just like, this is incredible. But
Mm-hmm.
there was some stuff where you're just like, you'd be stupid to sit down on that. It
Mm-hmm.
was incredible. Hats off to her and her incredible team. I'm super proud of her. H-Town proud. Houston, Texas proud. The only thing that I would have loved to see is right after bringing up Destiny's Child, DC3, bringing up all of them. The
Mm-hmm.
like to bringing up Latoya and Latavia. If she had included that, oh, that would have rocked her. But it is what it is.